don't mind the shower look. But I was just thinking about something that I wanted to share. And this little trick literally helped me to stop being such a bitch to myself. And I think a lot of women can relate to this, because we women can be so critical to ourselves. We can literally criticize all that we do, how we look, our performance, our achievements, and it's still not good enough. Like, there's always something that we can talk about that's negative, So if this is you, try this little trick. So this little trick is basically reframing. And you probably have seen the positive affirmations and talking in a positive way to yourself. And that's all, like, that is basically also tools to help you. But something that you need to do and you need to keep repeating for something to change is repeating. But you need to keep saying it to yourself. So it needs to become a different habit. Because every behavior is a habit. Almost every behavior is a habit. Somewhere you learned that talking to yourself in a negative way is the way to be, and you just did that so many times that it just become your pattern. It's just become your way of thinking, your inner voice. So you need to become aware of it. Always the first step to any change is to become aware of the problem. So the problem in this exercise is that you talk negative to yourself. You talk shit to yourself. So you want to become aware of that. Okay? So when you become aware, is that the thought comes up in your mind. Like, for example, you look in a mirror and you think something negative comes in your mind. So what you want to do is you will become aware of it. Then the second thing what you want to do is ask yourself, is this true? Am I really, for example, fat? If I always thought that I looked fat when I was looking in the mirror, I'm so fat. That's a negative thought. That is not something that is bring positivity in my life. That's going to help me. No, it only drags me down and it only makes me feel worse. So you want to change that. So you looked in the mirror and that thought comes up and it's like, oh my God, I'm so fucking fat. What you want to do is you want to challenge that thought. Is that true? Are you really fat? Or is this just something that somebody said to you? Is this just something that, I don't know, that just become a pattern? And then you want to ask yourself also, like, you want to be your inner coach. Your inner voice needs to be an empowering, motivating coach. That sometimes you kick yourself under the butt and sometimes it just needs a little bit more kindness and compassion and just love, So, sorry, ranting. But what you want to do is you want to ask yourself, like, is this something that I would say to my friend? If she would look in the mirror, would I say, like, you look fat? So why say it to yourself? The third thing that you want to do after you challenge that thought is that you want to change it to something that is actually going to help you. So you needed to change it to something more positive. You want to be rational positive. That's a difference in that. That's actually you just knowing that being negative about yourself is just not going to help. Nothing is going to help when you do that negative voice. So only talking in a positive way to yourself, in an empowering way, is going to actually help. So step one, become aware. You become aware of the thought, of the thinking. Are you talking in a negative way to yourself or in a positive way to yourself? The second thing that you want to do is you want to catch the thought. So when you look in that mirror and you have that negative thought, you want to pause and you want to say to yourself, no, whatever it is, whatever positive thought it is, but not something negative. And then the third thing what you want to do is keep repeating it. Keep repeating. And just one thing that I made that helped me was to make a little agreement with myself to never ever talk negative to myself anymore. And that's actually helping. So every time when I still have these doubts sometimes, I'm like, no, you know what? No, this is not helping me. I need to speak in a positive way to myself. This is not helping me in any way. So I'll make it just something different, or I just stop the thought. Like, and I just stop it and just walk away. And that's actually how I got my confidence back. And I never, ever, ever, ever talk negative about myself, because I deserve that. You deserve that.